Today our topic is the Stoic view on fame and popularity. The Stoics, who were ancient philosophers, had a very interesting way of looking at life. They believed that the most important thing is not what happens to us, but how we react to it. This idea can be applied to many things, including fame and popularity. Let's think about what fame and popularity really mean. In today's world, many people want to be famous. They want to be known by many people, to have fans, to be admired. Social media, movies, and music make it seem like fame is the ultimate goal. But the Stoics would ask, is fame really that important? Does it make us happy? Is it something we should chase after? The Stoics believed that true happiness comes from within, not from outside things like fame or money. They thought that relying on external things for happiness is dangerous because those things can be taken away at any time. Imagine you become famous. People know your name. They recognize you on the street. They talk about you. But what happens if one day you lose that fame? What if people stop caring about you? If your happiness depends on being famous, then losing fame would make you very unhappy. The Stoics would say that this is not a good way to live. Instead, they believe that we should focus on things we can control. We cannot control whether people like us or not. We cannot control whether we become famous. But we can control our own thoughts, our actions, and our character. These are the things that really matter. Let's think about some famous people in history. Many of them were not happy, even though they were famous. Some were even very lonely. This shows that fame does not always bring happiness. The Stoics would say that it is better to focus on being a good person, on living a life of virtue. Virtue means things like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. These are the things that make life meaningful, not fame or popularity. Another important Stoic idea is that we should not care too much about what other people think of us. This is hard because we all want to be liked. But the Stoics believed that worrying too much about others' opinions can make us unhappy. If we always try to please others, we might lose ourselves. We might forget what is really important to us. Instead, we should focus on being true to ourselves, on living according to our own values. This does not mean that we should ignore other people completely. The Stoics believed in being kind and helpful to others. But they thought that we should not let others' opinions control our lives. Fame and popularity are often based on other people's opinions. If we chase after fame, we are letting others decide our worth. The Stoics would say that this is a mistake. Our worth does not come from what others think of us. It comes from who we are inside, from our character and our actions. Let's think about another Stoic idea. The idea of impermanence. This means that nothing lasts forever. Fame, money, power, all of these things can disappear. If we base our happiness on things that can disappear, we are setting ourselves up for disappointment. The Stoics believed that we should accept this fact and focus on what truly lasts. What truly lasts is our inner strength, our ability to face challenges with courage and wisdom. This is what makes life meaningful. The Stoics also believed in the importance of humility. Humility means not thinking too highly of ourselves. It means recognizing that we are just one small part of a big world. Fame can make people feel important, but the Stoics would say that this feeling is an illusion. No matter how famous we are still human. We still have flaws. We still make mistakes. True greatness comes from accepting this and trying to improve ourselves every day. Another Stoic idea is the importance of self-reflection. The Stoics believe that we should regularly think about our lives and our actions. Are we living in a way that is true to our values? Are we focusing on the right things? This kind of self-reflection can help us stay on the right path. It can help us avoid the trap of chasing after fame or popularity. It can remind us of what is truly important. The Stoics also believed in the idea of Amor fati, which means love of fate. This means accepting whatever happens in life, whether it is good or bad. If we become famous, we should accept it, but not let it change who we are. If we lose fame, we should accept that too, and not let it destroy us. Life is full of ups and downs, and the Stoics believe that we should accept both with grace. This does not mean that we should not try to achieve things in life. The Stoics believed in working hard and doing our best, but they thought that we should not be attached to the results. We should do our best because it is the right thing to do, not because we want to be famous or popular. If we focus on doing the right thing, we will find true satisfaction no matter what happens. Let's think about how this applies to our lives today. Many of us spend a lot of time on social media, trying to get likes and followers. We want to feel important, to feel like we matter. But the Stoics would say that this is not the way to find true happiness. True happiness comes from within, from living a life of virtue and meaning. It comes from being kind, from helping others, from being true to ourselves. So, what can we learn from the Stoic view on fame and popularity? First, we should not rely on external things for our happiness. Fame and popularity are not stable, and they do not last forever. Second, we should focus on what we can control: our thoughts, our actions, and our character. These are the things that truly matter. Third, we should not care too much about what others think of us. Our worth does not come from others' opinions. It comes from who we are inside. Fourth, we should practice humility and self-reflection. We should recognize our flaws and try to improve ourselves every day. Finally, we should accept whatever happens in life with grace and focus on doing the right thing, not on the results. In conclusion, the Stoic view on fame and popularity teaches us that true happiness comes from within. It comes from living a life of virtue, from being true to ourselves, and from accepting whatever happens in life. Fame and popularity may seem important, but they are not the key to a meaningful life. The key is to focus on what truly matters: our character, our actions, and our inner strength. This is the Stoic way, and it is a way that can lead us to true happiness and peace.